so I got this wheelbarrow, and the tire was bad on it, so I got a new tire, because the bearings in that was all icky and crusty, so might as well just replace the whole thing. And so I got this guy, but as you can see, it's got a wider center hub than this guy, so it doesn't exactly fit with the brackets. So what I think I'm going to do with these brackets, I'm going to bolt them all back on, and then just draw a line with a Sharpie marker, and then cut it with an angle grinder to get the new wheel on. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so I got that just lightly bolted on there. It still moves, you know, and I put this in so that way they were collinear. I'm gonna get them set, and then I'm gonna hold the wheel. I'm gonna get them set, tighten them down, tighten one down, pull the bar out, get this kind of centered so that way I can line up the sides, or just measure it. I'll probably measure it. We'll see what I do. Alright, this is what I got. I found a metal rod, shoved it through the axle, and marked the ends, and then that was flush on the other side, and then I just marked that side and got it lined up, and we're just gonna go ship. Alright, I chopped about 1.25 inches off each side, and as you can see, didn't quite cut enough for all the bolt holes to line up, but the wheel fits. So just gotta measure each side, see which one's longer, and then cut some off, or if they're the same length, which they probably are, then cut like 1/4 inch probably off each side. Looking at that hole, I could probably go a little bit more, but you know, measure twice, cut once, or measure, subtract some, and then cut a couple of times until it just fits. Alright, I cut about 1/4 inch off each side, and it should be just enough to screw it on, and the wheel has plenty of clearance. So that's awesome. I'm gonna bolt that down. Alright, for snugging this wheel down, I'm just gonna go ahead and measure on each side, just to kind of get the wheel in about the same spot, left to right. You can measure it down here if you prefer to the seam or something, if it's easier. But basically, pick a spot, just kind of make sure your wheel is in the center. You can see it's a little bit too far in one direction here, so I'm just gonna shimmy that back and forth, tighten it down, and that's the wheelbarrow. Alright, there we go, all tightened down. I put some grease around where that metal sits, to hopefully, oh goodness, there we go. I put some grease around there on both sides just to keep it from corroding onto the shaft, and also because the bearings aren't exactly sealed the best on cheaper tires like this, so dirt's gonna get in there no matter what, but that'll keep it from just immediately rusting from rain or something. Wheelbarrow, there you go.